Hey guys, I'm Jean and welcome to my base tour. Now, as you guys saw in the title, this isn't my best design. However, please don't leave before you hear this. This is a very simple and effective base design to use. I'll actually, at the end of this video, add a section where I recorded myself facing a horde with all the defenses on and everything, and you'll see just how effective it is. Now, during that, I actually helped it along because I didn't add ammo to all the turrets, or rather, I didn't fill up the ammo slots in it. But if you fill all the turrets up, you can just sit in the middle and the horde will kill itself. I'll also link in the description and the comment section a horde that a friend and I faced together. Because as you guys can see, I'm level 193 and he's level 200. And you'll just see how effective it is with this whole design. And during that video, I didn't even have the turrets on, so the base still survived. But yeah, I just want to show you guys my design and hope you guys enjoy it. I'll also welcome any critique you guys have in the comment section. If you feel like I should have changed something, added something, let me know and I'll try it with my next design. As you guys can see, I opted for one big room instead of separate rooms. It's just easier to move around in. You just have to know your structural integrity, otherwise the roof caves in. I have my lights in here. This is my smelting section, my cement mixers where I make my food, my cement, the big forge for steel, where you make your oils and stuff. I actually have a few tutorial videos later on as well on how to use the workstation and everything in the Starvation mod. So as you guys can see, this is the Starvation mod. It's day 5 and day 7 is the Horde. And then also there are a ton of new quests on this mod, so it's awesome mod to play. This is for all my ironworking over here. Wait, let's just do this one first. This is for a steampunk gun. It's almost like the revolver, the 44 Magnum. Over here you have the ceramic station. Over here you have the mill to make the radio tower I'll get to now and small generator. This is the boiler to charge the mill. You have your, I forgot what this one is, forge stone, your weapon station, chicken coop, your rabbit hutch, everything you actually need. This is more the laboratory slash kitchen area. Now I actually went and I took the power out of the fridges over here, so the food's starting to spoil. So I want to show you guys the lighting over here. Just how bright it can be. Let's just turn off this light. I don't even have my mining helmet on and look how bright it is. And then I added it to motion sensors over here so that as you go through the base, they turn on. It's actually a pretty cool addition. And over here we have our biodigesters and our... forgot what this is called. I'll get you the name later. Anyways, so... the Moonshine Station, sorry. So this is the inside of my base. Then outside, granted there are a few things that I myself would have changed, like for example moving this inside, we'll get to that later. Outside we have our defensive wall, quarter blocks, 3 high. Now the only reason this isn't steel yet, guys, is the mod. This mod is extremely difficult with grinding. Like it's expensive to make steel, like insanely expensive, sorry for that. But anyways, as you guys can see, I went and I did quarter blocks, I did the outer rotation. Because if it's the inner rotation and zombies die there, the corpses get destroyed. So always make sure that the block that's part of the quarter block is on your side. Because you can still stand there. It gives you a little bit more space to move in. And if zombies were to die on the outside and you place this on the outer like this, the corpses won't get destroyed depending on what you have here. Now I have the barbed wire over here, so the corpses will fall since the barbed wire can't hold weight on top. And then also, just let's switch this light back on. Always make sure when you're using quarter blocks that the corner over here, the corner pillar, is the right rotation. If this corner followed the same rotation as the east side, then this would have been a gap and zombies would have been able to get through. So just always remember to check the rotation on the outer one over here. Now, as you guys can see, we have ladders up here for the NPCs. I'll get to that now. And then over here, we have 2 bars out so you can stand here and spiders can't get up. I actually replaced this with reinforced concrete so that I can protect the relays over here. As you can see, cops have puked against, I think there was like 10 irradiated cops in one horde. And they puked against this and they couldn't destroy the relay. Now, this relay actually goes to the turrets over there, but I'll get to that now. Let's just start on our first defenses. This is the barbed wire. I actually started with this without any of that. Now this basically just slows down the zombies immensely. It doesn't do a ton of damage, so the zombies can wreck quite a few of them before dying. But like I said, they slow them down enough so you can actually shoot them. Now those don't slow them down as much. They can still bob around, they're just stuck in one place. However, those do a ton of damage. I added that later just for a little bit extra effect. And then on each side I have 21 blade traps. So I have 84 in total, and then I have 8 auto turrets in total. Now, I prefer the auto turrets because they're way more accurate and they don't destroy your own blocks as much as the shotguns. And they don't have that much of a spread. So if you stand downstairs, the chance of them hitting you is way less than a shotgun. Yeah, so that is my defense. I'll get to how I set them up now. As you guys can see, I have a ton of land claim blocks. Just claim everything and be able to pick up all the defenses. Because remember, to pick up these traps, you need to have them in a claim range. I think I have 100 and something claims. I actually lost count. Now, this outer wall is 33 by 33, and then obviously you can do the math on how much further it is with all the other stuff included. Up here, we have the relays from the auto turrets coming in, and then they're connected to these relays, which in turn are connected to this switch over here. Now, this is actually my second attempt at recording this video, so I'll actually cut in how I just faced a screamer, and the defenses took down a radiator cop like it was nothing. Well, or rather on its own. But yeah, so I actually prefer keeping this off if it's not Feral Knight because it wastes ammo, and then keeping those on always so the blade traps handle all zombies that might come across. Now up here we have the power stations. Now the solar banks work during the night, and the stuff never actually loses their quality or the durability. And then over here, this works during the night. Let's just do this. Why is it, oh, that's the turrets. Sorry, they are working, but the switch is off. So this one over here, you can see it's actually working at the moment. This is for the lighting on the inside. So like I said, during the night, during the day, this works. At first charges because the battery bank does lose quality. So it charges these and then it gives power during the day. And then this gives power during the night. And I just chose this because the generators are way too loud. And this is the first time I ever tried this kind of power source, and it actually works quite well. As you guys can see, I have my tower over here, which you have, because this is a Starvation mod, you do get NPCs that do their own workstations and stuff. The only reason I don't have the workstations downstairs is because the workstations keep getting destroyed. For example, there's supposed to be a farmer station over here, but I don't know how to use them, so it got destroyed. There's also quite a few other ones, but they use big forges, which are already expensive to make. So that recipe for that station is so expensive. If it breaks, then what's the point? Let's first get to the defenses before I show you guys the farm. So down here, as you guys can see, I made a tunnel system for my mini bike. These are plates, and then is normal blocks. So I just want to be safe and not take a chance with the blocks, because I'm just afraid if I park a mini bike on plates like this, that it might interfere with the bike. If you place it like this is its own block. You can place over here, for example. But over here, it places in the air because the plate is its own block. Anyways, each side has its own, well, two generators going to each side because there's a drawbridge there. So this one goes to the drawbridge and left, and this one goes to the drawbridge and goes right. Now, there's no need to add the switch here actually because I have the pressure plates, and pressure plates take 0 watts until activated. I just added this because I thought I was going to turn it off, but I'm never going to turn it off. So this barely uses any power except for when the pressure plates get hit. The power at the moment is 4 because there is 1, 2, and 3, and 4 relays connected at the moment. But anyways, this goes to the switch. The switch goes to these two relays. And then this relay, as you guys can see, connects to a relay over here. Now, each of these do about the same thing. Just hope a zombie doesn't come now while showing you this. There's a relay over here, and then this relay connected to this. So those are the 4 relays that you saw. Now, each relay are connected to 3 1x5s, because there are 12 1x5s. So 12 divided by 4, each get 3. And then, unfortunately, it just didn't work out perfectly enough because there's just 4 1x1s on this side. Now, what I decided to do is each left one is connected to 2, and each right one, the further right one, is connected to 2 over there. So, I'm just going to show you guys this. This relay is connected to this one, and that one, as well as the first 2, and then the rest are just connected to their own 3. And then the blade traps are connected to their corresponding plate. For example, this plate over here has 2 blade traps because they're right across from it, and then this one only has the 1 because it's right across from it. Now, admittedly, this defense is a little bit flawed. It would have been way better if each blade trap had 3 1x1s, because at the moment, let's just see if I can get this right. If I run through here and I jump, wait, no, I have to actually hit it. If I jump You see, or just you can actually run. There's an angle you can run at. So this one doesn't damage me, and zombies take advantage of that. You can actually still run out of here and not get damaged. See, it's not activating. So if this was 3 1x1s, however, and this had its own 3 1x1s, I would have actually hit that corner because this would still damage me. So it's just if you have 1x1s like over here and each of the blade traps, but just remember there are 84 blade traps. Times that by 3, that's how many 1x1s you would have needed. Anyway, so yeah, that's my blade trap defense. As soon as it's activated, and it lasts for about 30 seconds. And then over here I have my turrets. Try to get up here and show you guys. Now, each corner has 2 turrets on it. Apologize for that, the mic actually got closer to my mouth. Each corner has 2 turrets pointed at it. However, each side is actually overlapping with 4 of these turrets. As you can see, this one turret... Oh, there's no power now. Damn it. I should have left that on. These are set so that they aim right there. And because of that, the angle of range is like that. So both of these cover that side and that side. Both of these cover this side and that side. So as you can see, there's 4 guns trained here. Just remember, the closer ones will obviously do more damage. It's just the further ones will help out if these ones run out of ammo. But yeah, that is my defenses. Just want to show you guys my farm quickly. And my farm, I love the design that I used for the farm. However, there is one little problem with it. I'll show you guys now. So guys, if you feel you could have done better with the design or have any tips or something, this is actually the very first time I use a design like this. I'm more of a room guy and perfectly planned out and everything. But yeah, if you have any tips for me or how would you have done that kind of thing, leave that down below. So as you guys can see, I just need to add water over here because they've run out. But this is my farm area. It is, I actually forgot the number right now. I think 17 by 47 or something. If you try this out, you'll actually see what it requires. There are 22 different plants in the Starvation mod. There's new plants as well, that's why so many. And then each plant or each crop has 15 blocks of its own. So the yield is actually massive. You can even go more than that if you wanted to. It's just a lot to maintain. As you guys can see, the whole farm is fertilized, so everything grows to its maximum. Like for example, this could only go to 5, now it's 8. Same with the potatoes and everything else, it just goes way more. But yeah, this is 10 by 22, the farms. And then obviously added in between is the water tunnels. Over here you have your rat repellents and your lights for your crops, because your crops can fail in this game. And then it looks like flies or something around it. But if you have these, then you don't get that problem often. You have to keep your stuff watered. It's also why these are destroyed, because I don't have enough water over here. Yeah, anyways, those are connected to the power supply over here, same as with the auto turrets and everything. They have their solar banks, and then they have their battery banks over here that work during the night. Over here, also with Starvation mod, is new trees, like the peach tree, the banana tree, this is the avo tree. Yep, should I see? Oh, this is orange, sorry. This is avo. Oh, cherry. I moved around the trees. I'm a little confused as to which tree is which tree. Anyways, these trees, because as you guys know, with the big trees, they're 1, 2, 3, 4 apart. But with these special trees, they're actually 3 apart, so you can save space. Just something to take into account. Now, these rows are also, there are 10 of each tree, and there are 9 different trees. And then this whole thing is underground, guys. However, oops, they see me. However, there is a little bit of a problem with this design. The problem is the farm is 6 up in the air. Now the reason for that, I'll actually go show you guys now by killing these zombies. The whole town is slanted to the one side, to the southwest side, southwest being the lowest. And because of that, I didn't take into account that the farm would be a little bit higher than the base. Now that's the other thing that I actually had a problem with. If that was different, then this base would be perfect. As you guys can see at the moment, they're wailing on the wall over there for the farm. So if the wall wasn't there, that actually falls through to the farm area. So that's the only thing I have a problem with. Just to recap, instead of these holes being outside, they should have been inside. We can actually switch these around so the zombie corpses over here get saved. And then, yeah, each blade trap should have had 3 1x1s, and the farm should have been 6 lower. If those three things were met, this base design would have been the best base design. Like I said, this is just a practical, easy to use, simple kind of design. So if you guys like this video, please leave a like and share with your friends. If you have any comments or tips or feedback, what would you have changed, what you've added or whatever, leave that down below. And guys, I'm open to critique, so just if you dislike the video, please tell me why so I can change it for the better for next time. So if you guys are new to this channel, please remember to hit the subscribe button for more of this content. See you guys next time.
going to die down now.
Okay, and as you guys can see, the base withstood quite nicely. Just this one took damage because the cop was stuck behind it. But yeah, this is a single player mode. I only decided to join in. Remember, if you stand in the middle, it's going to take far less damage. The only reason damage is so one-sided is because I was standing on the side. Yeah, I think this went quite well. Even though the server restarted, my internet failed. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed this episode. See you guys next time.